What up, guys? It's your boy ABC Delicious. I'm back yet again in the building. First and foremost, I hope all you guys out there are staying safe, staying strong, and you're still hanging on. Anyway, this is a video that I've been meaning to do for a while. Recently, I saw a small independent movie called The Batman. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I saw The Batman. One of the movies that I had been really interested in seeing. And I'm gonna do my best, even though it's been out for a little while, and you guys should definitely go and see it, to give you a no spoilers review. So you can feel free to watch this video and not be afraid that I'm gonna spoil anything too big in the movie. So I'm gonna do my best. So basically, this movie takes place in Gotham, duh, and it chronicles the first few years of Batman. So he's not yet the world's greatest detective, and he's still trying to figure things out, and Gotham is a cesspool, and the vibe is very dark, very brooding, corruption everywhere, no hope. Kind of cool for a movie. Obviously, I wouldn't want to live in a metropolis like this, but dope type of vibe / environment for a movie. So you have that. Now, let me talk about some of the actors in the movie. We have Robert Pattinson, which all the girls love from Twilight, and that's also how your boy was able to get some fame for a couple of years because, as you know, he is known as Edward in that movie, so I was able to use that for a couple of years to do nothing. But anyway, yeah, I didn't really watch Twilight. I'm obviously familiar with the franchise and kind of like the basics, that kind of thing. But in general, I did not really watch that. So I didn't know what to expect. I kind of went in with low expectations, but all my friends and all my fellow nerds like me who went to watch the movie, they said the movie was really good, etc., etc. So usually what I like to do is I want to go into a movie with low expectations, just so if it's really good, I'm pleasantly surprised. That's also the way I approach dating. Just kidding. So anyway, Robert Pattinson, I thought he was really good as Batman. I didn't know what to expect, but I think he did a really good job. Not too big a fan, and then maybe this is just my own personal opinion, I wasn't a fan of his Bruce Wayne portrayal. I know he was trying to do the whole I'm Batman, Bruce Wayne is a mask, like that kind of thing, but yeah, he's just not a good, it was almost like a little bit the opposite. I thought Christian Bale, not to compare franchises, Christian Bale was really good as Bruce Wayne, kind of that smug billionaire type, but a little bit lackluster as Batman. But then I feel like Robert Pattinson has the opposite effect. I thought he did a decent job as Batman, but then as Bruce Wayne, he's just kind of wearing like black shoe polish and is just a little bit emo and goth. I got nothing against people who are emo or goth. I don't want you guys to come at me in the comments down below. But yeah, I just wasn't feeling it. It's just kind of, basically his portrayal of Bruce Wayne left me a little bit wanting, I would say. Besides that, who else is in the movie? Zoe Kravitz, where have you been my whole life? I don't know if I was just unaware of your presence or your existence, but hot. And did a very good job of embodying the whole Catwoman persona. You don't know what she's gonna do, very flirtatious, very sexy. Is she Batman's friend? Is she her foe? That kind of thing. So she held it down in that role. Very good, very good. She did a really good job with that, I thought. Let's see. I don't want to ruin the character, so I'm not going to, but I would say Colin Farrell's in the movie, and you just don't recognize this guy. So I'm going to leave it at that because I don't want to spoil too much, but I would say he does a really good job, especially if you consider when he first came into the movies, they were trying to do kind of like a Johnny Depp, Tom Cruise type of like leading man thing. Now I feel he's kind of like doing his own thing, taking like quirky movie projects, not really accentuating his like leading man looks. He killed it in this movie. I'm not gonna say who he plays, but Paul Dano, not really familiar with his work. I think he was in that movie, what was that movie? The Girl Next Door, where the main character dates a porn star, and then I think he's in that movie as one of the side characters. Please feel free to correct me down in the comments down below if I'm wrong, because oftentimes I am. But he effing destroyed it. Again, I don't want to ruin who he plays, but he destroys it in his role, I would say. Let's see here, who else is in the movie? Oh, also, Jeffrey Wright. I know this actor, but I can't list his IMDb off the top of my head, but I've seen him before. It's one of those guys when you see him in a movie or a TV show, you're like, oh, it's that guy. He destroys too. Again, I don't want to say who he plays, but he does a really good job too. He's like in 2 different worlds. And, oh, okay. Andy Serkis, he's also in the movie. More of a minor role, but very impactful. And this guy is very talented because he's in a bunch of movies. I think he directs, correct? Correct me down below if I'm wrong. And he is Golem, right? So it's very interesting. This guy could do so many things. So forgive me, I'm not going to do impersonation because I'm really bad at it, but you're familiar with Golem's distinctive cadence, voice, etc. So I think he killed it. And then I'm trying to think of it. And then I think basically everyone else did what they had to do with whatever limited time they had. But I do think that Gotham is just a great backdrop for all the corruption, drug pushing, prostitution, all the illegal stuff going down. And I think they made the environment almost like another character of the movie itself. Kind of, I don't want to live here. If I live here, there's a chance I'm going to be harassed, mugged, raped, etc. So it just definitely adds to the dreariness or the darkness of the movie itself, I would say. So that's basically it. I know a couple of people, I'm not going to name them or anything like that, have seen this movie 2 or 3 times. For me, I don't think this is ruining it. It's a little bit under 3 hours, so I got in a little bit of trouble because right before the movie, I went to the bathroom. After about the first hour mark, I started having to go to the bathroom, but I held it like a champion, and because I didn't want to miss anything, and that was a little bit tough. That was very Batman-esque. No, I'm just kidding. But it didn't feel like a long 3 hours. It didn't feel like, you know, sometimes you watch a movie and you're like, oh my god, this is taking so long to finish. But I felt like it was really good. They did, again, I don't want to do any spoilers, they did take some liberties with some of the story that I don't think existed in the comic book version. So all you nerds out there who watch the movie can probably agree with me, and you can feel free to comment down below and see if you agree with what I'm saying. So there's a little bit, I don't want to call it inaccuracies, I kind of look at it as they're taking some liberties and they're kind of changing some things in order to make it more interesting, that kind of thing. So I really enjoyed the movie. Oh, and another part of the movie that I enjoyed is Batman was not invincible in this movie. I don't think I'm spoiling it if I say that. He was getting beat up, he was hurt, he wasn't just like bam, 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 coming out of everything like spotless. So I think that made it more realistic. As realistic as it is for a billionaire to fight crime at night, put like a bajillion dollars into technology and just to evade police detection, etc. So overall, I enjoyed the movie. If you're a Batman fan, gotta go see this movie. If you're not a Batman superhero person, maybe proceed with caution, but I do think it was a really good, gripping movie, and I definitely recommend it. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably gonna give it a 8, but again, I might be a little bit biased. So anyway, I think that's gonna be it for the video today. And please, if you can like, comment, subscribe down below, it really helps me out with this channel. It shows me that you guys care, that I'm not just talking into the abyss. And I'm trying to create some very interesting content in the future. So until then, peace.